Hello everyone and welcome back. Sorry I haven't been uploading as of late. I have been busy working on a little bit more of a stop motion project that will be coming out whenever I finish that. Editing something is a pain in the buttocks. But anyways, today we are not looking at a Transformer. No, no, no. Today, in honor of the very awesome 30-minute missions Armored Core 6 figures coming out, I figured I'd take a look at a couple of the Armored Core, some of the 30-minute missions kits that I have, because to be truly honest, I like me some good mechs. And this is the Portanova Red Commander type. Now, this also has the, this has the Commander type shoulders, chest plate, and head mask already placed on it. And this is also a Commander shield with a different set's upper shield here just to bulk it out a bit. With a couple added bits to it. There's these leg extenders here and here. These knee pads for snipers, these added boosters, fillers for the 3mm ports. I have small shields placed on either of the very nicely done arms. Then you have the backpack, which adds these flight fins, which are very nice and very articulate, along with these smaller air canister or fuel canisters that you would see for extended flight times. Come on, you get in there, you silly goofy goober. There we go. And to be truly honest, I won't lie, the build on these things are actually very fun, very intuitive. I think I have about 6 or 7 of them, actually, because they are just fun. They are very cheap model kits, so if you are looking to get into that hobby, I highly recommend starting with the 30-minute mission sets. They are small. Again, they only take around 30 minutes if you are incredibly used to it. Probably maybe about 35, maybe 40 minutes if you're not. And they are, again, they are very nice and very, very articulate. Heads are on ball joints, so you can get a full 360, which is nice. They can kind of look up, and they can look down, which is very nice. You get a waist swivel and an ab crunch, so you get a lot of amazing poses. The shoulders are ball joints and poly joints, so that allows for some in and out movement and also 360-degree rotation. You get a very nice, and on mine it's a little stiff, upper shoulder joint here. You also get in and out at the shoulder as well. Then you get a very nice 90-degree bend at the elbow, and the arms are also on ball joints, so you can move them around. Again, they're just on like ball sockets, so you can pop them in and out. Like I said, ball joint or waist swivel and the ball jointed chest piece, so that allows for very nice, true bendy in terms of this, or in terms of ab crunches. Legs can go out that far. Back further than that, it's just mine get a little stiff sometimes, so they can go out that far. You get a very nice outward movement at the hips. Now, it could be a little bit more, however, the way that I have the side thrusters done, they act a little bit more as a hindrance, so while you still can get a decent outward kick, it's a little bit less than you would if you just had these small red pieces as the hip skirts. You also get a leg drop as well in the joint, so that there's a little bit more height that you can do and a little bit more forward momentum that you can gain from that. You also get a nice thigh swivel, which is wonderfully done. You get a double jointed knee. You get things that like to pop off the feet. So you get a wonderfully done double knee bend, which again looks amazing and looks wonderful. Then you get 360-degree rotation at the very nice little footsie wootsy. And if I can get this piece to go back, there we go, there we go. Come on, you. There we go. And you get a little bit of forward, backward tilt on the foot. So these guys are so incredibly done in terms of just like posability. These things are incredibly posable and so much fun to just kind of play with and model. And you can make them look threatening as hell. And you don't, and because, weapon or mech, you get weapons. They come with both an axe and a gun. Now, again, I've modified the gun and the axe myself. I have painted the axe handle so that the entire thing, or a lot of the more, weaponistic, the things that do the cutty are done in silver. So you have a lot of silver here on the side here. And then when I was designing this, I had a bit of a, what if, the weapons were powered by Energon? So the bad guys, the Portanovas, they are using dark Energon. So I used a purple base, I used a silver base and then a purple accent for mainly the blade and some small parts here. Just this intersection here, and then for the tube going out, and then just small little Energon accents, kind of making it so that it's a dark Energon version of the Heat Hawk from Gundam. And then I also did the silver here for the pommel as well. And you can just slide that into the hand. There we go, just like so. And he can hold that. And he looks very threatening with the axe. He also comes with, again, a modified blaster from the Portanova. The main things that I've added are this barrel. This is from another Gundam kit another 30-minute missions kit. I apologize. Which I have also done in mainly silver. So I used a Sharpie. I made all that silver, and then I brushed purple here for the bottom cable, and then for the two little lines there to make it look like it's powered up, and then another little energy reading. I used shield pieces here so that you have a much more hand cannon style of weapon. So you can put this piece right here like so, and you can pop that into the arm, fold those up to kind of encase around the hand so that the hand is more protected. Pop that back in because it likes to fall down. And now he is fully armored and ready to go. And yeah, like I said, these 30-minute missions kits are very fun, very intuitive, and the amount of posability that you can get from these things is just amazing, especially when you have an included Flightostand, which again, slightly modified. I made it so that all of the kind of, well details, some of the piping details, they, again, were just kind of covered in dark Energon, so you just get all that nice purple going around. Just for a bit of fun and a bit of, storytelling. Then you pop this little butt piece here onto that little plug there. And plug it in. You pray that he doesn't fall off. And here you have him on a flight stand, which you can control the height of if you wish, just by using this piece here and the hinge here. And then this here is just the locking mechanism, like so. For those of you who don't know what a flight stand is, if I'm being hyperbolic here, I do apologize. But I figured, just in case someone hasn't truly, hasn't really gotten into the whole model kit hobby. But yeah. So these guys, again, they are very fun, very light, and probably just about as expensive as a modern Transformer. A couple of them are probably a bit cheaper. This guy, I think, was about 25, so cheaper than your average deluxe, actually, surprisingly. And now that was just for the Portanova itself, not all of the add-ons that I have. But again, a lot of the add-ons are usually about $5 to $6 Canadian. So probably cheaper if you're, from America or depending on what country you come from. But yes, so there's that. And yes, the Portanova's gun. I need to glue this. I feel like I need to glue this or add something to it so that it stops, it stops falling out. Like, I've tried this, and this seems to work, but for me, it doesn't quite look right. It looks a little funky, so whatever. But for comparison, here we have him next to Optimus. So you can kind of see he's about deluxe height. I don't have a deluxe with me at the moment, but here he is with a Scout, with tailgate. Here he is with, try and get everybody in a proper framing here. Here he is with Rung. There we go. And here he is with Luke Skywalker, who really, really likes, the blue milk. But yeah, so you can see he is honestly about deluxe height, and it works really well if you want to have like a proper display with both Gundam or any kind of mecha model kit going along with your Transformers, because to be truly honest, like just this small grouping here, it doesn't look that bad. Like he looks like a Transtector or something like that. So I think it looks fairly cool. I think it's, a very fun idea if you want to mix and match your collections. And if you are not necessarily getting bored, but are looking to add some variety to your collection, I highly recommend one of these. There's also now if you're specifically looking for Transformers, take a look at the Furai, or the, the Furai model kits, specifically for the Transformers, and you can get, stuff like Comic Book Accurate, Hot Rod, and Optimus, and stuff like that. These are just, a very cheap and incredibly fun and very easy to army build toy. So again, I highly recommend them because they are fun. They are, again, very easy to, mix and match. Heck, you can have like so many different, factions of your own, and you can mix and match, customize your forces. They are very fun. Another YouTuber that I follow, by the name of Mecha Gaikotsu, he does a lot of Gundam and, model kit reviews. He calls these the Lego of Gunpla. I highly agree, because this truly is something that you can create for your own custom. It is wonderful. I highly recommend getting any 30-minute missions kit that you can find, because these are so much fun and just really simple to put together. Like the instructions are quite literally how to assemble a head, body, with the waist, the hips. The legs are done the exact same way, and so are the arms and shoulders. So you have an incredibly simple instruction system that allows you to create and build model kits incredibly quickly and a lot faster, while also not having to do what a Warhammer modelist would have to do and paint an entire army. Now, there is no tabletop game, to my knowledge, for these. However, you can probably create one on your own. But again, it's just, it's a lot, it's not as quick as, Warhammer glue and, cut out and glue, but it's also a lot cheaper than Warhammer as well. Apologies to any Warhammer fans that are out there. I'm a fan too. I just don't have the money or the time to build an entire bloody army and paint them, nor do I have the skill to paint them. But that's neither here nor there. Again, and I know I keep saying this, and I know I'm currently rambling, so I will 100% stop now. I highly recommend finding a 30-minute missions kit. I'll be going through them for the rest of the week, most likely, so you can see a whole bunch of different ones. So, that is it for the 30-minute missions Portanova command type. And again, go and get one, man. They're fun as heck. So, have a good rest of your day, night, or whenever you watch this video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye, everyone.